Okay, I'm gonna do some inspections. I haven't inspected in about 3 weeks, being gone, but I added a second box to my colony, so they should be fine. But we'll check it out. This one here is one of those new nooks, so I'll be housing that colony in one of those Hive IQ hives. I'll be bringing it over here, so there's enough space here for 3 colonies. This one here's Carpathian Queen from last year. It was a requeen. It seems to be doing okay. And then that one there's a Carney from last year also. So I probably won't do any requeening this year. I've got one colony in the other yard with 3-4-year-old queen that I'm just going to put in a nook to let her just build resources. But so the goal is to go into winter with 5 colonies, and then if that nook survives the season, then I'll just set it up to overwinter also. But yeah, we'll start with that. So this one here, I just want to have a quick look. It came in as a 4-frame nook. Supposedly had a lot of bees. I had a friend pick it up for me. This yard here is a lot more active than the other one. So on the drive here along the road, there's dandelion, Jacob's ladder, and the property. There's hundreds of acres of willow here. This meadow's not flowering yet. There is Jacob's ladder in the other part of it, but this here gets filled with dandelions and other wildflowers. So before the person hays it in July sometime. So hopefully, I always dream that he won't hay it, but he always does. But yeah. Hence the reason I add honey supers on this yard earlier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these colonies a quick feed. I had put feed in these 2 feeders, but it was still too cold when I put it in 3 weeks ago, so I'll have to clean out the feeders. I brought some vinegar, some blue towels. I'll dump the old syrup out. Hopefully it's not making the bees sick, but I'll dump it out, clean the bottom of the feeders with some vinegar, wipe it down, and then add a few liters of probably a half gallon of feed. And I'll do the same on this one. So I'll do that for the next week and a half while I'm still here, and then just before I leave for my next business trip, I'll probably add honey supers on those 2 and a good feed on this one. And then when I come back after 2 weeks, what I'll do, this one here should be ready for a honey super, and then my goal is just to bulk them up so that they're heavy by the time the nectar flow starts, so that they'll tend to push the fresh nectar up in the honey super. But these 2 got a second box about almost 3 weeks ago now. So my goal is just to have a look at that box that I added on top and just see what the queen is doing with it. So let's have a look. Okay, let's have a quick look. So what he did, I believe he installed the nook in the bottom here, and then I had a box of extra frames, because last year these boxes came extremely strong, and I was originally supposed to leave for about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. So I made sure that we put enough space so that they wouldn't swarm. So let's have a quick look. What this tells me is the bees, they're cleaning out these cells. These are old frames. Some baby bees in there. The colony actually smells really nice. hoping that the queen has started laying up here a bit. So let's have a quick gander. So they are storing nectar and pollen up here. It's probably from the sugar syrup, which is fine. Let's see. I won't disturb them too much. The goal is just to see how they're progressing. They still have plenty of space. And then when I put them in the Hive IQ hives, they're 9-frame boxes. So I should be able to find at least 9 really good frames. This frame here is full of eggs. So the queen has pretty much laid out this frame, which is good. There is a little cell there that they're working on. So I just have to make sure it's not a loaded cell. So let's see. Yeah, there's no eggs in there. That's good. I'll just put that. So I'll move the camera over a bit so you get to see what I'm doing. Bring the camera up. Okay. But so yeah, this frame's full of eggs, which is good. And let's see. It looks like bees are extremely calm. And no eggs on this side yet. So that's good. So let's just check that again, confirm the eggs. Good. So that's that. And I'll do one more. And I'll give them feed, close it up. There seems to be enough pollen coming in on this colony, so or this yard. Let's see. Oh, there's the queen. See her in the middle there. So she's up here, and she's probably starting to lay. She's got a nice little regimen around her. That's good. Just gonna flip it over top. Seems to be few eggs, but they're probably waiting for some syrup. So I'll close her up. Queen's there. There's a frame of eggs. That's all I was looking for. Just make sure this is the egg side. Or is that the egg side? This is the egg side, which is good. I'll close that up. Bees are extremely calm. No buzzing, no nothing. So that was the feedback I got from the fellow who helped me out. So it's good. The Carpathian, so this colony here is a bit noisy, but we'll just let's get the eagles out of this lid. Okay, put the feeder back on, and I'll give them feed now so I can close it up. Okay, so this is just 1-to-1. I'll give them a good feed, so they've got plenty of syrup to raise that next brood and build out that frame. Close it up. There's one done. Let's check this one out. So the goal here. Okay, so the goal here is just to check how they're doing in that top box. So, like I said, they've been in it for about 3 weeks with an extra box. I don't typically like running doubles, but just due to work situations, you just give them more space, and it reduces significantly the risk of swarming. Okay. Yeah, they're not doing much here. So I may just bring them back down to a single. That's probably why they're not taking the syrup either. They have taken the whatchamacallit, the pollen patty. They consume a good chunk of it, and I guess they're right below it. Not too bad. So let's have a quick look at the situation. So you'll see that they haven't really moved up into here. So there's one seam, two seams, maybe two seams of bees. Slow to migrate up. So I may just see if there's eggs in these larvae, and if there is, I'll just let them expand. Like I said, this is just to give them enough space so I don't have to worry too much management wise this year. And I think this next one here that I haven't inspected yet, the one on the right, that'll be the one to produce honey this year. So there's two that will probably produce a decent amount of honey. So there's emerging bees. There's some queen cells in the bottom there. There's three cups. Queen. Just check again. So again, same pattern. Older brood in the middle. Some young bees. A couple of drone cells. Let's see what this side looks like. Same here. So I'd say in about a week, hopefully before I leave, all this stuff emerges, and then they get a population boost, which is probably what they need. And in the empty cells, let's see what's in there. There's eggs. So the queen is, she's coming back and filling the empty cells there with eggs. So the pattern is, oh, there's a bit of brood disease in here, probably chill, because it's a lot of space. So like I said, gotta watch out for this. Looks like there's a bit of snot brood, but probably it's more the like I said, we're still getting -5, cold temperatures, so it's probably chill brood. The flowers have been blooming for the last maybe a couple of days here, so hopefully that's the trigger. Can you see that? Okay, so let's do a quick one. Didn't kill anything there. These one. There's the queen. First go. Nice black queen. I'm sure you can see it in the middle there with the red dot. So let's see what this looks like. Just gonna get rid of this cell for now. It's still there. There's let's see. Yep, there's eggs, mixed pollen. Fresh pollen on the outside, and the other side is very similar. It seems pretty spotty, but let's have a quick gander. Don't want to drop her. Okay, it's good. So all those empty cells, it's all full of larvae and eggs in those open spots, so it's not empty brood. Should be better. Hopefully this next round is a bit fuller. Okay, a lot more bees in this colony. Yeah, similar brood issue, minor in this one. like the brood. Hopefully it's not the sour feed that I gave it. I guess it turned over time because of the cold, warm, cold, warm. It probably caused it to ferment while I was gone. In summary, that one's starting to come along. Found the queen. It's got a frame of eggs. It's actually less than a week old. It arrived last Saturday night, I think, and we're currently Thursday. These two do have brood. It's kind of spotty. It is infilled with eggs and larvae, which is not too bad, but there's evidence in both colonies of some brood stress. I'd say it's probably the cold, probably some nutrition, and likely the syrup. I had to clean the slime out of the bottom of it, so it had turned bad. And probably feeding that to larvae is not good. They weren't taking much, but there were bees feeding on it, so I probably put too much too early. I should have put a smaller amount, but it is what it is. I guess, did I see all the queens? I think so. And what I'll do is I'll give them a week, and I'll come back next week and especially inspect these two. And especially have a look at that bottom box. There's a lot of these queen cups, so I just need to make sure that if they do pop up, then I have that other nook ready to take some of those queen cups and just raise my own queen. Right now, the drone population, I didn't see any drone. Usually they'll put it in the bottom box in these places because it is cooler and less critical, so they'll try to do the worker brood on top and the drone brood closer to the bottom or the outside edges. So we'll have a quick look. But anyways, overall not too bad. Like I said, we're still May, still getting frost every night, -5, -6. If we look at these colonies, they did have some nectar in there. They're bringing some pollen, which is really what I'm looking for. So some fresh pollen. They are still taking a bit of that the pollen patty, but hopefully they're done with that soon. When I'm guessing the new moon is the 6th of June. And typically after that, the temperature here, the morning temperatures, start hovering around 0 to 5, which is our typical mornings here. So let's hope for the best.